Yahtzee beat the Runtime, and it is business as usual. The debut album by Men at Work, and I'm very excited because we actually have the album here. Wow, this, hold on. It's really crappy. There we go. There's the album. I know it's yellow here because this is the US edition. I believe the international standard release, I think they're out of Australia, was black and white. Anyway, I think this is the first time we've come across an album that I actually own. So kudos, Men at Work, business as usual. Last episode was not business as usual. It was a dumpster fire. Okay. So we're going to try to get back into this scheme of things here. We have 10 games, one each for the 10 tracks, and beatable, definitely beatable. Let's take a look. Looks like we have about a 227 average length we have to contend with. That is difficult, but not impossible. We're looking for 5 Yahtzees, and of course we got 10 songs. So let's begin. Who Can It Be Now? The opening track. We all know that one. We love it. This was a pretty big album from a debut standpoint. I think it might have won some kind of award for best new artist or something when it came out. And then of course we haven't really heard too much from them since. Just kind of faded into obscurity like so many of these 80s bands, at least here in the US, right? But speaking of Men at Work, we are at work here. At work trying to get Yahtzees, that is. I don't know why I went for a large straight. I already had I had a small that we needed to score, so there it is. Okay, 4s and 5s. Trying to get that bonus. We only need 200 points here. I would like to start off with the win. Would be oh yeah, that will help a lot. A win would be really nice to start with. Just to kind of get things going. It looks like we're going to get it because we have already surpassed the target. And we'll go for 4 of a kind, or a Yahtzee here would also be welcome. We don't get it, so we might be stuck with this 232 score, which I will certainly take. That's fine, and it's a good way to start. And then we'll go to track 2. I can see it in your eyes. A little bit harder. 206, 3 minutes, 26 seconds. And going back and forth with a retail company that I ordered some merchandise from 2 weeks ago, and they have yet to ship it. Now, I understand. And this is like a United States company. I understand, things happen. We don't always get things when we want them exactly. Sometimes there are logistical things that come up. But I will say this. If your company sends out marketing emails multiple times a day after you have bought a product and you are not sending a response to the emails being sent to you about where that product is, you have a freaking problem. Okay? Because this company I've reached out to now 2 or 3 times and said, hey, what's the status of this order? I get radio silence. Nothing back. And yet I will continue to get automatic marketing emails from them twice a day, which in itself is already excessive. So I can tell you that, and I'm not the only one here, you're going to have problems if you do this to people. I'm not going to be, I can tell you right now, I'm not buying anything else from this company. Assuming I even get this product, I'll probably just get my money back. But there's no way to run the business, boss. You can't be doing that, fam. Got to run it like a Yahtzee game. You got to keep everyone happy. 270. We got a Yahtzee. I was so worked up, I forgot to even put the score there. We're 2 for 2. Let's keep moving. That's probably the least excitement I've shown for a Yahtzee in a long time because I was just so rattled. Down Under is also another smash hit from business as usual. I think maybe the most sing-alongable, if that's a verb that we can use. Would that be a verb or would that be a descriptor of some other type? I don't know. I always get confused on what is what when it comes to language. There's an English teacher, professor in the comments. I'm certain they will correct me because that's what they love to do. I love to correct people on their spelling, and even then, I don't get that right all the time. Anyway, we're doing really good here. This could be a very high score, depending on, what we get. I'll go for the 4s there. Some 2s. I can hear the cats are being up to no good in the other room, but I'm just going to ignore that. Let's focus on the here and now in front of us, and that, of course, is Yahtzee. Go for 3s. We only need a couple of them. Here we go, and now I'll go for a 275. This is without a Yahtzee, by the way. That's an incredible score. One of our highest, actually. So, incredible. That is our 4th highest score ever without a Yahtzee attached to it. That's some optimal play, baby. That's some optimal play. That's some good luck. That's some good vibes. It's everything we want, minus the Yahtzee. We want plenty of those. Fantastic showing. Let's go to Underground. This is a pretty short track, 184 seconds. I see some kind of, after yesterday, I see a lot of normal songs from how long they are from a brevity standpoint, but then the last song is going to be tough. As I see one over there sitting at 408. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got plenty of work to do before then. Go ahead and take... I should have tried to force a straight there. That was probably my best chance at it. Okay, we got it. 6s, 5s, 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind. Left myself short there on the left. I don't think we're going to beat this song necessarily, and that's too bad. I will make another attempt here to get maybe a Yahtzee or something to get things kick-started. Yeah, no. We'll go for 5s. Okay, we got the bonus. Okay, we beat the song. Wow, okay. I didn't think that was going to happen. We're 4 for 4, and suddenly things are getting interesting. We haven't had a good opportunity at getting a perfect score in a while, and I'm still not sold that this will be the day that happens. Not by a long shot, but I'll tell you what, it's fun to be pitching a no-hitter right now. That's what it's looking like. I mean, we should just be quiet the rest of the episode. I don't think so. He loves hearing himself talk. That's unfortunate right there, but what are you going to do? There's a small straight. We don't need much here. 198. I mean, I say we don't need much, but that's actually not an insignificant score. I think I'll go for the 4 of a kind here because I think we can get 2 6s easily, right? Yeah. Oh, man. It's tempting. Do I play it safe here? Or do I try to max this score? Let's max it. Okay, yeah. This worked out. 220. And we'll throw an opportunity here at a large straight. We're not going to get it, probably. I guess I could have kept Yahtzee open, maybe, instead. 220. We're 5 for 5. We're over halfway through the runtime itself. The only thing we're not doing good on is Yahtzees. People just love to play with words as the opener for the second half of the disc. And yeah, I'm probably gonna go listen to this after this is done, especially if we do well. Okay, now we're having some difficulties. Now we're getting slammed back to reality, I think, just a bit. Of course, I'm also flying through these games so quickly that there's very little time to actually break down and analyze like what we're doing, what we're getting right, what we're getting wrong. And I wouldn't have it any other way, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes you just got to go based on instinct and feel. Because a lot of Yahtzee, not all of it, a lot of it is luck. And look at that. We did a complete re-roll on that. I'm going to go ahead and say probably, let's see if we, we need 4s. We need 4s. Ah, 207. We were that close to perfection, I think. Not bad. Not bad. Be Good Johnny. That's me. That's the second time in a few days we've had a Johnny track. Okay, I should specify that it's not Johnny, it's just John. But you know what? As long as you're subscribing, call me whatever the hell you want. Jack Black lookalike. Been hearing that a lot lately. You can call me that if you want to. I really don't care. Maybe if I lean into the Jack Black thing and just assume that I do look like, maybe I'll get people to be like, no, you really don't look like him, and that would be cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a gamer, right? I don't think he's playing Yahtzee online, but I'm sure he's gaming. Need a Yahtzee here, please. Okay. I wonder if this is if the game is getting. Oh, I double clicked there. Damn it! The game is getting revenge on me for not acknowledging the first Yahtzee and possibly the only Yahtzee of the episode with great pomp and circumstance. I think if I would have been more enthusiastic and not just talking through it because I was complaining about a retail website, you know, maybe the Yahtzees would be a little bit more free flowing here. You think? You have to respect the Yahtzee. I mean, you could pray for the Yahtzee, you could hope for the Yahtzee, you could be thankful for the Yahtzee, but you have to respect it. You have to give it its credit where it's due, acknowledge its existence, how it's helped you. Respect the Yahtzee. That's it. That's all you got to do. And I didn't respect it. And see, look at that. That's it. I respect this Yahtzee. I respect all Yahtzees, just so you know. And we're thankful that came up because we definitely needed it. Now back to your regularly scheduled middling gameplay here. Threes look nice. They were looking pretty good. Oh, you got to respect the large straight too. Even when you don't need it, like even when it's already filled, it's like, okay, like good call, giving me another whack at it. And I think, what do we need? 227. We just need a 6, bro. 1-6 will do it. We would have taken more, but that's our second consecutive 231. All right, we're already at a 70 rating. We're pretty good. Catch a Star. 328. This is a 208 song. Pretty good about this one. But nothing is a given in the world of Yahtzee. I probably should be playing a little bit more aggressive to try and get some Yahtzees. Considering I've been talking the entire time about how we don't have that many. We only have 2. But I think the most important thing is that we put ourselves in a good position to beat the runtime. As the episode, series title suggests. Having a hard time saying suggests. I don't know. It's like I forgot to remember how to pronounce it. It's from COVID. It's the brain fog. I mean, I do feel dumber since COVID. I do feel more forgetful. Nothing I can do about it. We're just gonna send it. 193. I mean, that's pretty bad. Down by the Sea. Oh my god, it's 7 minutes long almost. All right, we need I think. Well, so here's where it gets interesting. We need 216 to match the album runtime. But that will get us nowhere into beating this track. What's more important to us right now? I think beating the album runtime is more important. But if we get off to a good early start, I will attempt to go for the individual score as well. This is not the kind of hot start I am referring to. That is a mid start. Small straight is always nice. I'm not gonna... Yeah, we'll take it now. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna force the issue on the full house, because the game seems very eager to give me full houses, which is fine. Very eager indeed. Okay. We get another 3 at least. Yes, we can. All right, Yahtzee opportunity. We have completed. The Yahtzee opportunity is I don't know what I'm saying, but we did it. We got a Yahtzee. Oh, that would have been so nice. All right, let's go for some sixes. We got the bonus. That should beat the runtime. What are we looking at for? I want to go for another Yahtzee. We don't get it. That's okay. 256. That's still a pretty good score. All things considered, we got an 83. Great number. For Men at Work, business as usual, which again, hello, there it is. We're going to go listen to this. What's your favorite song on here? Hey, by the way, if you have any suggestions on black background makes my hair look real thin up here. Seeing that, bro? You have any album suggestions you would like me to do? I'm sure you're probably getting tired of me going through 80s rock albums, but that's the path we're on. So if you have suggestions, there it is again. I can't say it. Put them in the comments or, reach out to me in some other manner. I'll let you determine how to do it. We will be doing some fan picks here in 2 episodes, I believe. So the day after tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this, we'll be starting with some fan choices. So we'll be taking a little bit of a break from the 1980s rock icons like Men at Work and doing something a little bit more unusual for sure. But leave those in the comments. We'll see you tomorrow for more Yahtzee Beat the Runtime. It's a fun time, isn't it? Subscribe, please. God, thank you.